My favorite guys are back in the Westchester, PA area to spend some months with us, the Wallines. Hi, Derek. So good to see you. Come on, give me a hug. I haven't worked with you all season.
Hugging the plant.
How are you doing? That's okay.
So well, thank you.
So, Derek, you are, let's see, you're now, it's fourth generation?
Mm-hmm.
4 generations of Wallines bringing us beautiful, like working in the plant industry, bringing us here at QVC for many years, the Roberta's unique creations, easy to grow, and what we find from Roberta's are things that we will never find down in a garden center. Derek, before you came on today, you were telling me about this plant, and you said there were a couple of things that make it completely extraordinary.
Yeah, imagine a house plant, not your typical house plant, that blooms for 6 months every year.
6 months.
Now, when it's not in bloom for 6 months, you still have these beautiful evergreen jade leaves.
Kind of looks like a bonsai, even when it's not blooming.
Exactly. It's got the form of a full-grown tree, but it's a miniature size, and believe it or not, it can live for 100 years. I mean, this is truly a houseplant extraordinaire. It's unique. Men and women love it.
You might want to pick your favorite child to tell. Okay, if it's going to last for 100 years.
Well, you can get one of each,
yeah, exactly.
and then satisfy every child.
Yeah, I'm just joking because you're going to get this home for $26.96. So it is a beautiful house plant that has flowers for 6 months of the year. It lives for up to 100 years. But how hard is it to take care of?
This is easy. Actually, the Sabi Star comes from the deserts of South Africa. And I mean deserts. It hardly rains there. So we suggest you neglect these as best you can. Water them only once a month.
That's wild.
And you can expect beautiful blooms in 3 different colors every year.
Wow, so there are 3 colors to show you. The red, the yellow, and the pink. We're gonna take a close look at those colors, starting with the Red Sea. So those are flowers I'll see 6 months out of the year?
Yeah, so June through December, every year you're gonna have beautiful flowers, regardless of which color you pick. But Red Sea, this is an old classic, named after the timeless body of water. You can see they're 100 years old there in that photograph.
Wow.
Now, pink Arabian Picadilly, this color is brand new today.
Yeah, we've never seen this on air before.
No, and it's known for its thick, rustic, robust trunk, as well as this very two-tone, beautiful flowers. You
nice,
can
so it's
see.
like a white and pink. Yeah, it's
yeah,
pretty.
they also grow to 100 years old. And my absolute favorite, brand new today, is the yellow. These are very rare. They're called Sabi Star obesum because they get a really thick trunk down at the bottom and gives that natural bonsai look with no training.
Well, and I understand a lot of people are really loving the yellow. Okay, so I need to let you know what the situation is here. This is a while supplies last, so the Roberta's guys brought in as much as they possibly could for us. That's why the price is so low for a plant that is so unique yet so easy to grow. However, it is while supplies last, so get it now. Sean, how many did you say had been ordered already today? Over 16,000 ordered just today. Derek, as I touch these, the leaves even are so beautiful.
The whole plant is full of water. This
and the red leaves almost feel like a little bit like fuzzy on the bottom.
Yeah.
The leaves are different depending on what color you get.
It's designed for neglect. In fact, if you can just,
it's cool.
I want to show you this beautiful trunk here. We've had this Red Sea for 5 years now. You see how thick and knotted and warbled this is. This is full of water. So this is how it survives in the desert or in your home in a small pot with only care once a month watering it, and yet it will never die of dehydration because it holds all of its water within its own roots, trunk, stem, and leaves. That's what makes it so spectacular.
Now what about light? How much light should I give it?
A regular window in the house, they prefer, 3 hours, 4 hours of sunlight, up to a whole day.
Okay.
And in the summertime, feel free to bring them outside.
Nice.
That's what we do at our house, and they look beautiful. I mean, they're gonna start blooming this June, all the way through December, and I wanna show everyone.
Oh, so wait, so when we get them this year, we're gonna see blooms this year?
Yeah, you're gonna get them in May, the week of the 11th.
Okay.
And exactly what you're gonna get at home is a plant which is already 3 years old. We've done a lot of work to get them to this size, but once they get roughly this size, they actually grow quite fast.
Okay.
So when you get this home, you can put it in any size pot.
So wait a second, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but this is 3 years, right? So this is 3 years, and it took a while to get that baby to be, just like your daughter, 3 years old.
Yeah.
So this is 3 years. But now you said this one's only 5 years?
5 from the size that you would get it.
Okay, so 3 years, 8 years, and then obviously we have some in between.
Yeah, but I mean, for the customers, they're only going to wait 5 years to get it to this size.
Yeah, of course, that's awesome.
And the two that we have on the side are about 2.5 years
Oh my
from the
gosh,
time
that's
that
no
you
big
get
deal.
it.
Yeah, those are beautiful. Wow, they're so pretty.
And the thing is, they're going to be in bloom for you this year. We've actually got one plant here, which is just a few weeks in age, older than what you would receive out of the box.
Oh, you know what?
It's
I'm
got
glad to see that.
blooms.
It's going to start really quickly then. Wow, that really filled out. It's pretty.
Yeah, and we could leave it in this tiny pot for its entire 100-year lifespan.
Oh my gosh, I
It
love
will
that.
never grow bigger than the pot. It will never break the pot. These are gentle creatures. In fact, we never intend to remove this bonsai tree from its pot, and it will never ask for anything else. They're so low maintenance, they're so easy growing, but beauty.
Well, you know, when I think of bonsai trees, of course, the traditional real bonsai trees take so much work and pruning, and you
it's a
really have to be an
headache.
expert. So this gives you that sort of feel, but very, very little work. And man, I can sign up for a plant that I just water once a month and get flowers 6 months out of the year. That's the Red Sea. That is the choice we've had on QVC before, although this while supplies last price make this the perfect time to pick it up. But we also have it in the pink, which is brand new today.
Yeah, and it's really popular. You can see, look at that root zone. This makes it so unique in the world of houseplants. Where do you get something where women are attracted to the flowers, men love this thick, bulbous trunk? It looks like it came from India or some mystical land. You can see the yellow with these raspberry strokes in the middle of each petal. It's so unique.
Yeah.
I love it, my wife loves it, my child loves it.
It's really cool. Okay, so I have to let you know what's happening. Everybody is loving this. We're chatting about it, but a lot of people are ordering it. So we are very busy on the phone lines, and I'm glad you like it. But if you're waiting on the phone lines or you're contemplating picking this up, maybe go right to qvc.com or do automated ordering. If you have one of the apps, you can do that. You can even text your order if you're set up for it. But don't wait, because this is a while supplies last price, and so many people are just really loving this idea.
Yeah.
So it's gonna ship out early May, but then as far as the flowers, you say they're gonna start in about June and last until about Christmas or
Yeah,
so?
so when you get it in May, this June they're going to start blooming for you just like you see here, and they're going to last until the end of December. Now, on the off season, which is 6 months of no flowers, you're going to have a beautiful evergreen jade plant. It's bringing oxygen, it's bringing vitality and happiness and peacefulness to the house.
Wow.
And then again, the next June, you're going to have a beautiful bounty of flowers every year.
And look at this. I mean, there's so this is, I want to come in, I want to show you, and actually I could grab
There's
this
so many
really
buds,
from
right?
anywhere, but I think the camera might be able to find it the most here. Take a look. Each one of these, where you see those tips of red, that is going to be one of these beautiful flowers, and this is loaded. So here, but coming down, I mean, there's giant buds here. This thing is about to
I
explode.
mean, this tree right here produces hundreds and hundreds of flowers over its 6 month blooming period.
Well, you know what? I'm looking at it back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have about a dozen shoots right here that are about ready to go.
Oh yeah.
That's wild.
That's why it's such a nice, I mean, I've been growing these now for 5 years. I haven't found one imperfection with them. The only thing I would say is, if you like to really take care of your plants, I'm sorry, this is not the one for you. This is for the gardeners
baby,
and
something else.
the house, the people that want to plant in the house that they don't have to worry about, but they can enjoy daily. This is that kind of plant.
It's awesome. Let's say hello to Deborah in Georgia. Hi, Deborah. How are
Hi.
you?
I'm fine. How you folks doing?
Good, Deborah.
Very
I am
well.
loving this plant. I love how it looks. How about you?
Oh, it's awesome. And I've been kind of watching for it, and I got lucky.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. So had you seen it earlier today, or did you just see it?
No, I've had a desert rose, and I caught your spring fever this evening, and there you guys are.
Oh,
It was like
great.
perfect timing.
Oh, fantastic. Well, you know what? Now that we have you on the phone, do you have any questions for Derek about how to take care of it or anything?
If I understand correctly, it's not good to overwater it.
Yeah, they don't like overwatering. It's easier to underwater a plant than overwater it, actually. I mean, sorry, it's easy to overwater a plant than underwater it. So you're always in the clearing with this Sabi Star, because you just forget about it and it's like, okay, great, that's what I like.
It's beautiful.
And I did have one before, like I said, and it was fantastic. But the yellow one, I've never seen a yellow one, so thank you.
Well,
Extremely
actually,
rare.
you know what, Deborah, you're onto something, because excuse me, I swallowed weird. Everybody is loving the yellow right now. Pink's new today, red we've had, but the yellow is the most popular.
I knew it. Actually, I told my father last year, we need to bring this yellow to QVC. It's really going to impress everybody. It's my personal favorite too. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. I actually may even order one. I have a friend whose birthday's coming up, so I may just order a second one for her.
Okay. So Deborah, I just want you to know though, this is going to ship to you the first week of May. So I just want to let you know in case that birthday's before that.
Okay, the first week in May.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I don't want you to get something. I don't want to have you give her like a little IOU if you don't want to. So it'll be the first week of May.
Thanks. Appreciate
Okay.
that.
Thanks, Deborah. So great to talk to you.
Pleasure was mine. Have a good evening,
Thanks.
guys.
Bye-bye. So here it is, $26.96. Over how many ordered now? Oh my word, over 22,000 ordered today. And we are very, very busy on the phone lines, automated ordering, QVC.com, however you want to order, but just make sure you do order because this is a while supplies last, brand new today. This has really struck a chord with all of us because I just don't know that I've ever seen anything like it, and to have it be so easy to take care of and get such beautiful flowers.
People are attracted to miniatures. I don't know, there's a whole miniature dogs, miniature cars, but miniature trees is a work of nature that is really hard to reproduce, and it takes years and years to get a traditional bonsai.
So I always like to ask you guys, because I always think of you guys as sort of like the Indiana Jones of the plant world, you and your dad, and started with your grandparents and brothers in the business now. How did you guys even come upon these?
Well, I saw them in Thailand a few years ago. Now, traditionally, they come from Africa, but a lot of times in Thailand, they found out about it, they like the look, and so that's where I saw it on a trip to the jungles there with the elephants.
Okay.
And so I told my father about it.
I told you there would be, I didn't know what the story was, I just knew there'd be a story. So did you saw it and you thought, okay, we've got to figure out how to get that?
This is a really interesting plant. And, you know, we have connections. We figured out how to do it and bring it to QVC.
At a way that's so affordable.
Yeah.
So you were able to obviously get a lot because this is a while supplies last. It is very, very exciting to start our big gardening season with a plant like this. This is a house plant. You can take it outside during the summer, but you don't really have to, right?
You don't need to. And I want to have everyone remember, this house plant can live up to 100 years, and that's not an encumbrance, actually. You can give this hand down, generation after generation. But it's not going to get some like huge tree like, here you go. There's,
how are you getting that out the door?
It can stay little for the entire lifespan. And that's what makes it so unique. You can see the thick bulbous trunk. It stores all of its water inside. It's a succulent like a cactus, but no spines or needles. So you only water it once a month. And you get flowers for 6 months every year.
Gosh, and I just can't wait to see this red one, the most mature one out here, is so loaded with blooms ready to go. And this is actually not even that many because if you come down here, if you come down here, I mean, look down here and in the back, I can't really spin it around that easily, but there's even more in the back. This baby's gonna explode.
Yeah, and that's
it's so
like
cool.
Every
my word,
star.
Here's more opening.
They really bloom full June through December every year, and the rest of the year, you're not just looking at a dead tree. This Sabi star has beautiful jade green leaves all year round.
Gotcha.
This is a centerpiece.
So we're not getting this really so much for its fragrance. We're getting this for its flash of color, its beauty, how unique it is, the scale of it, the fact that it's going to live for 100 years. 6 months out of the year, you should have beautiful flowers. You only water it once a month. It can take full sun, but if you have a little less, that'll be okay too. What about, oh, I know what I want to ask you. What about temperature? Because this is from the desert, should I be worried about sticking it in a cold window, or is there anything I need to know about that?
No, as long as it's above 35 degrees Fahrenheit,
my word.
you're totally good.
If it's below 35 degrees in your house, the least of your problems is where you're putting your house plant. That's okay. So, all right, 26,000 have now been ordered just for the day, and it's just $26.96. Derek, so nice to see you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Just saw your Uncle Court. It's great to have you guys back.